Not all ice cream is created equal, and some brands you trust are actually serving you artificial disasters disguised as premium treats. Here's the top 5 to avoid at all costs, and the top 5 you'll love in 2025. Number 10. Breyers. Worst to avoid. Breyers used to be synonymous with quality ice cream, but those days are long gone. What they sell now isn't even legally ice cream in many cases. It's frozen dairy dessert because it doesn't contain enough cream to meet FDA standards. The ingredient list reads like a chemistry experiment. Corn syrup, whey, mono and diglycerides, gar gum, calcium sulfate, and carob bean gum. One food scientist described modern Breyers as air and stabilizers with a hint of dairy flavor. The texture is the biggest giveaway. Real ice cream melts into cream. Breyers melts into a foamy, artificial mess that doesn't even look like it was ever frozen. One viral video showed Breyers ice cream sitting at room temperature for hours without melting properly, instead turning into a strange, foam-like substance. Former Breyers employees have revealed that the company switched to cheaper ingredients and more air incorporation to cut costs while maintaining the same package size. You're literally paying for air and artificial flavors with a nostalgic brand name slapped on top. The vanilla, their most basic flavor, contains artificial vanilla flavoring instead of real vanilla extract. For a brand that built its reputation on all-natural ingredients, this represents a complete betrayal of their original values. Number 9. Blue Bunny. Avoid. Blue Bunny markets itself as a family-friendly brand, but their ice cream is loaded with artificial ingredients and stabilizers that have no business in quality ice cream. The texture is consistently icy and artificial, suggesting poor manufacturing processes and cheap ingredients. Their premium lines still contain high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, and enough stabilizers to keep the ice cream from melting properly. One former dairy industry worker said, "Blue Bunny prioritizes shelf stability over taste. Their ice cream can sit in a truck for days without proper refrigeration and still maintain its shape." The flavor profiles are overly sweet and artificial. Their chocolate tastes like chocolate syrup mixed with frozen milk, and their strawberry contains more artificial strawberry flavoring than actual fruit. Even their natural flavors rely heavily on artificial enhancers. Quality control is another issue. Customers regularly report finding ice crystals, uneven mixing, and off flavors that suggest improper storage or manufacturing problems. For ice cream that costs as much as premium brands, the quality is unacceptably poor. Number 8. Great Value. Walmart brand. Avoid. Walmart's Great Value ice cream is exactly what you'd expect from the world's largest retailer. Cheap ingredients assembled into something that technically qualifies as ice cream. The base is mostly milk, corn syrup, and stabilizers, with minimal cream content. The manufacturing process prioritizes cost over quality, resulting in ice cream that's icy, artificial tasting, and loaded with air. One food industry insider revealed, "Great Value ice cream has one of the highest overrun rates in the industry, meaning you're buying more air than actual ice cream." The flavors are created using the cheapest possible ingredients. The vanilla is artificial, the chocolate is cocoa powder mixed with corn syrup, and the fruit flavors contain more artificial coloring than actual fruit. The strawberry ice cream is pink from red 40, not strawberries. Storage and distribution issues compound the quality problems. Great Value ice cream often sits in distribution centers and trucks longer than premium brands, leading to temperature fluctuations that create ice crystals and affect texture. At $2.98 for a half gallon, it seems like a bargain until you realize you're paying for artificially flavored frozen milk with enough stabilizers to survive a nuclear winter. Number 7. Turkey Hill. Avoid. Turkey Hill ice cream suffers from an identity crisis. It wants to be premium but uses budget ingredients and manufacturing processes. The result is ice cream that looks good in the package but disappoints in every other way. The texture is consistently icy and artificial, suggesting poor temperature control during manufacturing and distribution. The flavors are overly sweet and rely heavily on artificial enhancers rather than quality ingredients. Their all-natural claims are misleading. While they may not use artificial colors in some flavors, they still rely on artificial flavors, high fructose corn syrup, and industrial stabilizers. One former employee said, "We'd market flavors as natural while using artificial vanilla and synthetic fruit flavors." Quality control issues are common, with customers reporting everything from ice crystals to foreign objects in their ice cream. The company's response to complaints is typically slow and inadequate, suggesting they don't prioritize customer satisfaction. The premium pricing doesn't match the budget quality, making Turkey Hill a poor value proposition compared to both cheaper and more expensive alternatives. Number 6. Friendly's. Avoid. Friendly's ice cream trades on nostalgia and restaurant recognition, but the retail version is a shadow of what you might remember from their restaurants. The ice cream is loaded with artificial ingredients and has a texture that suggests extensive processing and air incorporation. The flavor profiles are aggressively sweet and artificial. Their signature flavors like forbidden chocolate rely more on artificial chocolate flavoring and corn syrup than actual chocolate. The mix-ins are often stale and poorly distributed throughout the ice cream. Manufacturing quality is inconsistent, with some batches being acceptable while others are icy, artificial-tasting disasters. One customer described opening a container of Friendly's ice cream to find it separated into layers, with ice crystals throughout. The brand recognition allows them to charge premium prices for what amounts to budget-quality ice cream with artificial flavors and cheap mix-ins. You're paying for the name, not the quality. Storage issues at retail locations compound the problems, as Friendly's ice cream doesn't handle temperature fluctuations as well as higher quality brands, leading to texture and flavor degradation. Number 5. Ben & Jerry's. Love. Ben & Jerry's proves that ice cream can be both indulgent and socially conscious without sacrificing quality. Their commitment to using high-quality, ethically sourced ingredients shows in every bite. The texture is rich and creamy, with a perfect balance of air incorporation that creates smoothness without feeling artificial. The base is made with real cream and milk from farms that meet their strict quality standards, including a commitment to not using artificial growth hormones. Their flavor innovation is legendary, but it's backed by quality execution. Chunky Monkey doesn't just have banana flavor, it has real banana puree. The chocolate chunks are actual chocolate, not chocolate-flavored chips. The nuts are fresh and properly roasted. The company's commitment to social and environmental causes adds value beyond just taste. When you buy Ben & Jerry's, you're supporting fair trade practices, environmental sustainability, and social justice initiatives. At $4.99 to $5.99 per pint, it's expensive, but the quality justifies the price. The ingredients are premium. The manufacturing processes prioritize quality over cost, and the flavors are consistently excellent across their entire line. Their seasonal and limited edition flavors show creativity and quality, often featuring collaborations with other premium brands or unique ingredient combinations that work beautifully together. Number 4. Tillamook. Love. Tillamook brings their dairy expertise to ice cream with exceptional results. As a farmer-owned cooperative, they have direct control over their milk and cream sources, ensuring consistent quality from farm to freezer. The texture is incredibly rich and creamy, with a lower overrun rate than most commercial brands. This means you're getting more actual ice cream and less air, creating a dense, satisfying experience that feels indulgent without being heavy. Their vanilla is made with real vanilla extract, not artificial flavoring, creating a complex flavor profile that enhances rather than masks the dairy base. The chocolate flavors use real cocoa and chocolate, not artificial chocolate flavoring. The fruit flavors are particularly impressive, using real fruit purees and pieces rather than artificial flavors and colors. Their strawberry ice cream contains actual strawberry pieces and has the bright, fresh flavor of real fruit. Quality control is exceptional, with consistent texture and flavor across all their products. The packaging protects the ice cream during distribution, and their cold chain management ensures the product reaches consumers in perfect condition. At $3.99 to $4.99 per container, Tillamook offers premium quality at a reasonable price point, making it accessible to consumers who want quality without paying super premium prices. Number 3. Jeni's Splendid Ice Creams. Love. Jeni's has revolutionized artisanal ice cream with innovative flavors and exceptional quality. Their unique base recipe creates a texture that's both rich and light, with flavors that are complex and sophisticated. The ingredient sourcing is meticulous, with partnerships with specific farms and producers to ensure quality and consistency. Their vanilla beans come from specific regions, their chocolate is sourced from premium suppliers, and their fruit is often locally sourced when possible. Flavor innovation is where Jeni's truly shines. Combinations like Brambleberry Crisp or Gooey Butter Cake aren't just creative, they're perfectly balanced and executed. Each flavor tells a story and delivers a complete sensory experience. The texture is unique in the ice cream world, dense and creamy without being heavy, with a clean finish that doesn't coat your mouth. This is achieved through their proprietary base recipe and careful manufacturing processes. Quality control is exceptional, with each batch tested for texture, flavor, and consistency. The packaging is designed to protect the ice cream and maintain quality during shipping and storage. At $8 to $12 per pint, Jeni's is expensive, but it's positioned as a luxury product and delivers on that promise. The quality is consistently exceptional, and the flavors are unique enough to justify the premium pricing. Number 2. Häagen-Dazs. Love. Häagen-Dazs remains the gold standard for premium ice cream, with a commitment to simple, high-quality ingredients that has remained consistent for decades. Their 5-ingredient vanilla, cream, milk, sugar, egg yolks, vanilla extract, proves that quality doesn't require complexity. The texture is rich and dense, with minimal air incorporation that creates an indulgent, satisfying experience. The mouthfeel is smooth and creamy, melting cleanly without leaving artificial aftertastes or coatings. Their chocolate flavors use premium cocoa and real chocolate, creating deep, complex flavors that satisfy serious chocolate cravings. The fruit flavors use real fruit and maintain the natural tartness and complexity of the original ingredients. Manufacturing quality is exceptional, with strict temperature controls and quality testing that ensures consistency across all products. The cold chain management protects the product from farm to freezer, maintaining texture and flavor integrity. The brand has maintained its premium positioning without compromising on quality, even as ownership has changed hands. The commitment to using only the finest ingredients remains unwavering. At $4.99 to $6.99 per pint, Häagen-Dazs is expensive but delivers consistent quality that justifies the price. It's the benchmark against which other premium ice creams are measured. Number 1. Graeter's. Love, best. Graeter's represents the pinnacle of American ice cream craftsmanship, using traditional French pot methods that create a texture and flavor profile unmatched by mass-produced alternatives. Each batch is made in small quantities using methods that haven't changed in over 150 years. The texture is incredibly rich and dense, with chocolate chips that are created by pouring liquid chocolate into the spinning ice cream, creating irregular chunks that range from small pieces to massive chunks. This process can't be replicated by industrial methods. The ingredient quality is exceptional, with partnerships with premium suppliers for chocolate, vanilla, and other flavorings. Their chocolate comes from premium sources, and their vanilla is made with real vanilla beans, not extract or artificial flavoring. The manufacturing process prioritizes quality over efficiency, with each batch taking significantly longer to produce than industrial ice cream. The French pot method creates a texture that's both rich and smooth, with flavors that are intense and clean. Quality control is personal. The Graeter family still tastes every batch to ensure it meets their standards. This hands-on approach ensures consistency and quality that mass-produced brands can't match. Regional availability has been limited, but expansion has made Graeter's accessible to more consumers without compromising quality. The company has maintained its artisanal approach even as production has increased. At $5.99 to $7.99 per pint, Graeter's is expensive, but it's positioned as the finest ice cream available and delivers on that promise. The quality is consistently exceptional, and the flavors are unique and memorable. Their seasonal flavors showcase creativity and quality, often featuring local ingredients, or unique combinations that highlight their manufacturing expertise. The limited availability of some flavors creates anticipation and reinforces the artisanal nature of the brand. The shopping strategy. Now that you know which brands to seek out and which to avoid, here's how to maximize your ice cream experience. Read the ingredient list first. Quality ice cream has short ingredient lists with recognizable items. Avoid anything with extensive lists of stabilizers and artificial ingredients. Check the texture in the store. Quality ice cream should feel dense and solid in the container. If it feels light or soft, it's probably full of air or has been temperature abused. Don't be fooled by marketing claims. All natural and premium don't mean much if the ingredients are still cheap and artificial. Consider the price-to-quality ratio. Sometimes expensive ice cream is worth it, but sometimes mid-priced options offer better value. Support brands with transparent sourcing. Companies that tell you where their ingredients come from usually have nothing to hide. The bottom line. The ice cream industry has split into two distinct categories: mass-produced products that prioritize cost and shelf stability over quality, and artisanal brands that focus on ingredients and traditional manufacturing methods. The worst brands have abandoned the principles that made ice cream a beloved treat, instead serving artificially flavored frozen desserts that barely qualify as ice cream. These products rely on marketing nostalgia and low prices to mask their poor quality. The best brands prove that quality ice cream is still possible, using premium ingredients and traditional methods to create products that justify their higher prices. These brands understand that ice cream should be an indulgent treat, not a chemical experiment. Your ice cream choice reflects your standards and values. Are you willing to accept artificial substitutes because they're cheap and convenient? Or do you seek out quality even if it costs more? The best ice cream brands are worth seeking out and paying extra for. They remind you why ice cream became America's favorite dessert. When made with quality ingredients and care, it's pure joy in frozen form. If this guide helped you navigate the confusing ice cream aisle, hit that like button and subscribe for more food truth. Share this with someone who's still buying the brands from our avoid list. Because life's too short for bad ice cream, and now you know where to find the good stuff. Remember, the best ice cream isn't always the most advertised or the cheapest. It's the one made with quality ingredients, traditional methods, and respect for what great ice cream should be.